Hi guys, it's me. It's been a while since I posted my last video, but was a little bit busy here. A lady just drove by in the wrong direction. It's a one-way street. Anyway, yeah, so I ended up not going to drive a school bus. A better opportunity came my way. It's still part-time opportunity, but instead of driving bus, I went to work as an accountant in a company that manages travel lodge hotels and Super 8 hotels here in Canada. So it does marketing and franchise for hotels. Yeah, so I'm working part-time from 9 till 1. And the rest of each day I spent with my students and developing curriculum. Right now I'm working on my branding. So marketing company is doing my logo, business cards, animation for my videos. It should be ready by next week, mid of next week. So I will start to incorporate all this stuff in my videos and on my Facebook page. Yeah, so kids are back to school after winter break. I've got more calls. Parents frustrated with, but nothing we can do at this point, right? We can't do much to change the situation. We have to do our best to adapt to this situation. And as I said, some parents prefer online classes. Some parents prefer face-to-face, but again, with all the cautions, with all the our health ministry requirements, distance and mask. So this is how I work with my students if I meet them face to face. But even with all these restrictions, right, that we have to wear a mask and sit apart from each other, it's much better than do it online, I think, because technology is not that advanced to mimic our daily interactions, right, with each other. So we still need this human interaction, and technology with all the development, right, and even with all the kicks it received from pandemic, right? So during last year, technology jumped significantly in developing all the online tools, not just for education, but in other areas as well. But still, we far away from make it as real as possible, right? So we'll see. And again, final exams for grade 12 have been made optional, and a lot of students prefer not to write the exam because they're afraid. They're afraid, and not just this. Not that they're just afraid to write the final exams, because it can't harm their marks, right? So if, for instance, the average is 95 and they receive 90 on the final, so it's not going to reduce the average mark. It only can improve it. But students just don't want to make an effort, and it's bad. in my opinion, especially if it's not going to harm them in any way, right? So it can't reduce their mark. So they should write the exam because it's practice. It's practice to university, right? So because once you go to university, you'll have exams, no excuses, right? So if school students have chance to write the exam, I think they should write the exam just to practice, right? So that's my opinion and my advice, sort of, to you guys. Yeah, so I keep getting questions from students from other countries because I mentioned that I post daily questions on my page and I share it in different math groups all across the Facebook, and yeah, I get all the questions. Once people know that I'm from Canada, they start asking different questions about how they can come to Canada to study, and it's probably not a good time, right, to move from country to country because so many restrictions in each country, right? So to leave your country to come here or to travel to any other countries with all these restrictions, it's kind of sad because you're making all this effort and you can't benefit in full from it, right? And yeah, so it's better to stay and live through pandemic, wait till it ends. But the question is, who knows when it's going to end, all this craziness that we live through. But it's not fun. It's not fun. Even in such country as Canada, it's not fun to live through these times. Yeah, because we feel all the frustration is in the air. Because people are locked in limited kind of space. Yeah, you still can go out and you can go for a hike in the mountains, but people feel these limitations because you can't travel to the extent that we used to, right? There are so many requirements to travel abroad with tests, with self-isolation, and today government announced new restrictions, new requirements for people who travel abroad. So they have to, if people who, so the initial was that before you travel to Canada, even for Canadian citizens, they have to do tests in the country where they are, like 3 days prior to boarding the plane. But now seems like not many people can do these tests before boarding the plane to Canada. So now government announced new kind of requirement. So people have to, once they arrive to Canada, they have to self-isolate themselves in a hotel till they get results, COVID results from their tests. And of course, all this self-isolation in the hotels is on people's account, right? So it's traveler's responsibility. So not fun. And I think I'm not sure, but there was another announcement that government gonna ban any traveling to Mexico and Cuba, but I can't be sure because I received a message from my friend, but I have to check this information. Anyway, guys, finally we have sunshine, because entire week was cloudy and cold. Now it's not that cold and sunny, and I'm going to enjoy the weather. I'm going for a walk, and yeah, I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.